Today I'm going to walk you through the latest version of my goal planner for e-ink devices. Now, this version is different from my standard planner, which is created for iPads and Android tablets. This version has some important changes to the overall layout and features to make it more compatible with e-ink tablets like the reMarkable, Boox, and Supernote. So if you do use an iPad or Android tablet, I'll link the overview video for that version of the planner below. Now on the reMarkable specifically, you can see we are able to expand and close the editing menu. And one of the things that has changed with this version is you'll see it's really optimized specifically for having the tools expanded in the right-handedness mode. So on every page, you'll be able to see all of the content, even keeping those tools expanded. So hopefully it'll help not having to switch back and forth, toggle those on or off. So you go through here, I try to make it really easy for you to get to know your planner. You see you can tap through. Jumping into more of the content of the planner, the basis of this entire planning system and what really sets it apart is your goal roadmap. And so I'll tap in here. You can see this is a series of hyperlinked templates that really takes you from reflection all the way through to setting your goals. So it's really easy just to tap through here. You get some instructions and then you can go in and complete the templates. You can also navigate through them by tapping here in the top. You can see it takes you through reflection, creating a vision, focus, a time study, creating routines. This is, like I said, what really sets this planner apart because then it threads through to help you set your goals. So you do all of that work to get you to the clarity, then you set your goals here, and then this goal setting actually correlates to and threads through your year in your planning pages. And I'll show you that here in a second. So you can easily jump between goals and this roadmap from any page of the planner through this right side menu. So jumping into our calendar pages here, what I've done in this version is included not just 2023 and 2024, but also annual planning pages for 2025. And that's coming from requests that I've had saying it's really hard to manage future plans when I'm stuck with just the 12 months included in the planner. So including these annual pages is giving you kind of a catch-all space for some high-level planning for the future that you can then get more detailed with in your future year's planner. So what you can do here is you can see you have year at a glance for 2023, 2024, and 2025. Now, another really great thing that I've added to these annual pages to hopefully give you even more navigation options is the ability to tap down into the month, the week, or the day from this view. So you can see, say I want to go to March 6th, 2024. Here I am, I'm on that daily page. Now, if I tap back here, I could also go to, say, week 49 in 2023, and it's taking me down there. So just giving you more options here for navigation. Now, to give you a quick tour of these annual pages, you have your year-at-a-glance calendar view. Also, these key dates to manage birthdays, big events. Your quarterly view, which kind of gives you a catch-all for things that are less time specific and more blocked out. Like a request I had was, how do I manage things like when I need to get my oil changed again? That's not, on a specific date. So again, this is where it gets really helpful that you have this view here for 2025 as well. So you can see how easy it is to toggle between the pages. And I can jump all the way out to 2025 and throw some things in here in my quarterly view, like maybe a big trip I'm planning or something like car maintenance or a doctor's appointment. So you also have a wish list. Again, we're in 2024. I can jump back to 2023. Another great catch-all, say there's something a place I want to visit in 2025. I can jot that down there. You have your trackers. Now, this is a great way to track, say, your mood or your cycle or maybe just sleep quality. Basically, track something that's really important to you at a high level and have one view across the whole year. Now you have your health planning page as well, which gives you kind of a great view to make sure that you're keeping up with all your important appointments. Then you can track metrics as well, whether that's body measurements or quality of sleep or general mood. You can do that here. And finance. This does, of course, correspond also to your monthly finance tracking pages. So those are hyperlinked here. And again, you have it for all 3 years. And then finally, you have this blank page. This is great for a vision board or general notes, and you have one of these for every year. Okay, so jumping down to our monthly pages. Now, you might notice that the monthly page often takes a second or two to load. That's just due to the number of links on this page. You can, of course, jump to any week and day just by tapping on them here. But I want to give you a quick tour of the bonus pages that are linked to every month. Now, if you used the planner previously, you'll notice that this has really gotten an improvement, the navigation component here of jumping between bonus pages in your month. It's all right at the top here, and it makes it super easy to be able to switch from one page to the next without having to jump back. And again, that's me trying to help with some of the slower loading we're seeing with the latest reMarkable changes and the page handling. Since we are seeing that second or two sometimes between switching pages, I'm trying to make sure you can get to where you want to go with just a tap. And so we went from our calendar here to reflection, can jump over to planning. Now, this is where you see things really tying into goal setting. You can jump back and view your goals. And what I'm walking you through here is getting really clear at the beginning of your month on what goals you're going to be going after. Now you have your tracker as well. So this is a lot more detailed for a larger number of habits than your annual one is. This is where you might track your workouts, your water consumption, all of those mini goals you have, you can track here. Now your finance tracker, of course, coincides with that annual tracker I showed you. This is where I like to use this at the end of my month just to kind of look back, total everything up and see if I'm on track. And then a blank page as well for every month. So you're quickly jumping between those pages with a single tap, and it makes these page loading a bit easier to deal with. Now, I mentioned you can jump down to your weeks by a simple tap over here. And here I am on my weekly page. Again, we have our days linked here, so that is super easy to jump into. You can see your daily page is a great format for just staying focused, keeping it simple. But I can jump right back to my week here, and your weekly page has these linked bonus pages as well. Now you have your calendar, of course. You also have this plan view, which is a really great alternate view for you to do something like meal planning. That's what I most often use it for. I'll label these, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and then any sort of drinks or water that I want to make sure to consume. A lot of people use this for student assignment tracking or teacher planning. Some others have used this for things like a cleaning list, saying, okay, living room, kitchen, bedroom, and what are the tasks I need to do in each of those places throughout the week. Of course, this is a completely optional view, but it just gives you kind of an alternate place to manage these things. Now, weekly focus, this again is threading back to your planning, reflection from the month, and the overall goal setting system that's threaded throughout. This, on a weekly basis, is helping you go back and say, what was the progress I made last week? What would I like to improve this week? And what are those goals that I named in my monthly planning that I'm really going to focus on? and we're taking it one step lower on your week and getting into action planning. So ideally, what's happening is you took that goal, you broke it into actions, and each of these actions are going to be showing up on your to-do list for a day in the week. And so again, this is where I'm trying to help you take really big goals, break them down, and stick with them throughout the year. Jumping over, you have your wellness, just another bonus view. And you can see here, we can record your sleep, your exercise, water consumption. You can really use this page as it's helpful for you. Now, your list is a great open-ended view that allows you to create these running to-do lists. What I love is being able to write down my to-do list and then copy and paste the things over that, of course, I don't necessarily get done to the next week. So I like to split this up by categories of my life, like home, kids, business, and I keep my running list there in one view. And then finally for the week, your final bonus page is just this great blank page. Again, great for vision boards, great for sketches, notes, anything you might need. So we can jump over here now to the final section, and that is your notes section. Now, depending on your device, it kind of varies across e-ink devices on how easy it is to manage custom sections, duplicate pages, and move them. My personal suggestion for most e-ink devices is to edit this section, set it up the way you want prior to importing it to your device. I'll create a separate video showing how you would do that. You would do that in a program like, your Adobe PDF. And I do find it to be a bit easier just because most e-ink devices don't have very robust page management features. But, you can do it on the device as well. What these are doing is these note sections are acting like bookmarks to get you to the section divider page. And then you can just pan over to see the pages that you've added in that section. So for example, if I designated note section 1 as my section for managing my reading list, I could just tap right here and I'm at section 1 and then can pan through the pages. So what I've done here for you is I've included this entire library of template pages. Now, these go from everything to meal planning to a yearly overview, time trackers like a Pomodoro tracker. And you can see each of these are, separate templates that are linked here. And these templates are linked to your sections. So say, section 1 was my reading list, section 2 is my time tracker. Once I'm in my notes section of my planner, I can easily toggle between all of those and really get to any of the bonus sections I've built out. This is really where the customization options are really extensive, and it allows you to make your planner your own and use it, in the way that best fits your needs. So I'm not going to go into that entire process of building out your sections, but I will link the video where I show you all of those details so that you can easily follow along, build out your sections any way you want before importing your planner to your e-ink device. I hope this overview has been helpful. You can see additional details and screenshots of the planner in my shop, as well as notebooks and other templates. You can also grab a free sample planner there if you're not quite ready to commit to the full planner and you just want to try out these types of templates. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching.